Welcome back to Radio Not Latinas Here We Come podcast. This is Karina. Today's episode is going to be we're just going to be vibing, talking about different things that, we've been through.
Random things.
Just random things.
What's going on in our lives.
Yes, up to now. Just vibing pretty much and
awkward stories they want to share.
Yes, and not even sometimes just what's going on. What's the hot gossip?
Gossip
in our lives and, things like that.
Who wants to start?
Who wants to start? Karina, because I feel like
I think Karina should start.
Okay.
She has the most exciting stuff.
to me, it was a little awkward. Not awkward, but it was just so funny, and I couldn't believe it. But I was like, I know I'm not hallucinating right now. Like, I know I'm not. So I went out to eat with my daughter, and I went to this Chinese buffet. And of course, I got there first with my daughter. We were sitting on one side first, but then this man came in and he was sitting like opposite side, so I could see him. And then he was just being very weird not weird, but he was being very, very mean to the waitress. So I was like, the guy that had just came.
Man.
Was this guy Mexican?
No, he looked like he was from Venezuela because they were speaking Spanish, and he had like his granddaughter and I think his granddaughter's boyfriend, but he was so rude, and I didn't like it. And I know myself, I can't hide my face expressions. Like, I cannot. If somebody says some weird ass crap, my face will. You would see.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck you would have you'll see like my what the fuck face. Literally. So I was like, okay, so I got up and I was like, we don't got otro plato. When I come back, I'm gonna sit on the other side and just have Veda on the other side. I mean, he can't see her, she can't see him, she's short. So I come back, I'm facing the window, so I'm facing the other side, and the old man, he's facing my back. So I'm eating, whatever. Then this couple comes, right? And the couple sits in front of me, 2 seats in front of me, right? So the guy is facing my way. His girl's facing
the window.
The
same side you're facing.
Of course. Yeah. So then this girl, from the beginning, she just looked weird. And then she was like, I'm going to go get us a plate. I can hear the conversation. They're like a couple.
It's so close.
Really close. So I could hear what she was saying and everything. So she's like, I'm going to go get us a plate.
The most when I'm at the
Chinese
buffet.
I'm like,
what are these saying?
Yes. You cannot take us to brunch. You cannot take us to brunch because we'll literally be like, oh my God.
Shut up. Yeah. Yes. Every time we go to the freaking.
You could talk about that one. Okay, let me finish. Okay. So then tell me why. This girl goes and gets the plate. El señor. And let me tell you guys, okay? I like Mexican guys. I do. Only if they're Chicanos. As in, like, they speak English and Spanish. Yes, you can tell. I cannot talk to a fully Spanish-spoken guy. I can't. Yeah. It's weird because my Spanish is horrible sometimes. So,
it's just not your type. Just not your vibe.
He wasn't my type. And I'm sorry to say it, but he was ugly. Okay? Ugly. So this guy has the baby, whatever. She comes back, she gets the baby, and the lady had already brought their drinks to wherever they were at, and I see her switch the drinks, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so then she puts the baby in the little thing, so then she sits on where he was sitting at,
so
facing me. Yeah, so then the guy comes back with this plate of food, and he just stands there, and she's like, ¿Qué? You wanted to sit? He's like, what? She was like, she was like, what? You wanted to sit here?
Ooh.
And he was just confused, and he was like, no. Like, but
with an attitude,
he probably already knew the vibe,
and and I didn't.
He knew what she was trying to do.
And I didn't want to look, obviously, but I don't know if you guys can do this, but you can see from the little side of your eye. That's what So that's how I know he was standing there.
And you were like, the chisme is too good not to look.
And I wasn't gonna look because off top she was already acting fucking weird. I seen it. I seen it. As soon as I seen the cup switch, I was like, okay, bitch, hold up. If you think I'm gonna be looking at your man, girl, you wrong, girl. He ugly and you ugly too, boo. And I go both ways. So, girl, if you're ugly on my side, your man ugly on my side too.
Yeah, that is weird. How we never really think when we say like a girl can be looking at your man or a man can be looking at a girl. We don't know
if they're checking
who they're checking, because like, come on, it can get either way.
Yeah.
Like the guy
nowadays. Yeah.
like that is so weird. Like, why you think that girl's looking at your man? That girl could be a lesbian.
Looking at you. But I wasn't.
Girl,
She's
I feel like a little ping on my head. I'm like, oh my god.
So whatever.
Realization is real.
Yes, for sure.
So I've talked. Yeah. So he was like, "Oh, do you want to sit here?" And he was like, "No." So then, as we're eating, me and Veda, I'm having a conversation with Veda, and then de repente I hear him say, "Ay, me quieres tener amarrado or what? Like, you want to have me tied up or what?" And then, he went to go get another plate of food, and me and Veda are talking, laughing, and then she's like, "What? What's so funny?"
To who? To you?
No, him. As he's coming back from like...
And que es como una indirecta.
Yeah, like
because they're laughing at
she's saying it loud enough for you to hear. I don't know,
because me and Veda were... Because Veda was saying some funny ass shit. So me and Veda are laughing over here, having our own conversation. And I'm telling you, he went to go get his food. He was coming back, but me and Veda are laughing. He's coming back, and I guess he laughed too. And as he pulled up to the table, she was like, "What are you laughing about? What's so funny?" Could you not, guys? They only ate 2 plates y se fueron.
Oh my
and
God.
Girl, I was like, guys,
like that is just toxicity.
I'm not trying to say
out there. Like
I'm
that,
not trying to
couples
say,
be like that.
I'm not trying to say I'm the baddest girl out here or like estoy tan bonita or whatever. But
pero tienes tu pegue.
I could say I was like, damn, girl. My presence bothered you so much that y'all literally ate 2 plates. I'm talking about this is a buffet.
Girl, buffet is expensive. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay there till I'm full.
Exactly. Like, to me, it was just so weird, and the whole time she was just so hostile towards him. Like, what you look at it like? Oh, why are you laughing? Like, I was like,
jokes on them, porque a ti no te arruinaron el día.
But
even with their
and it's because like, and come on, gracias a ellos, we have a good story for our podcast.
Thank you.
No, but to me it was just so hilarious, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, are you serious? And she seemed like she was way older than I was.
Hey,
you can tell
they're playing games like that. No, it's fine.
No, pero puede que sea que es una... Ves que siento que cuando a couple is young and new, I feel like it is más celosa.
Or more insecure, I feel. Maybe
exactly.
And even more like,
oh my God,
literally, like, she's so pretty.
Exactly.
She's so young.
They start comparing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and I feel like I've done that before, like when I was younger. No, like, oh, what are you looking like, para qué la miras, or like, like I feel like I have said that in the past. Like,
I think so too. When I was younger.
Yeah, cuando estaba más joven, la relación era más nueva.
If she's saying they're like older than her, like that's even like
that's
like,
worse. Because I mean,
like you're old as hell and you stir in this
still playing.
Still
playing. You're right.
I'm not gonna lie. Mine was like, I don't know. To me, it was just so weird.
Well, talking about all going out to eat and stuff. Well, when we go to brunch, because it kind of became like our thing.
Yeah, definitely. Friday brunches are always like sister time.
And we would go to this spot name, I think,
Breakfast Club.
Shout out to you guys. We love you guys so much.
Papka Road. You guys need to go check them out. They're really good. Better than Waffle House.
Not sponsored, pero sí. It's a good ass spot.
We should get sponsored.
We should. So we made it a thing. We haven't in a while because we have a full schedule. Pero yeah, that was our thing. We used to go with my dad, and so it became a thing. But I know I cannot go there, and every time, and I make it a disclaimer before we walk in.
What? She's like,
I'm like, attention, you guys, like, keep it quiet. Yes. Like, don't
Indoor
be so
voices.
loud, porque es un lugar donde van como ya señores grandes, blancos,
como viejitos,
like Denny's. If you go to Denny's,
and it's like brunch area, like brunch time. I mean,
breakfast, lunch.
Yeah, it's like brunch, like right before lunch, but it's still considered breakfast.
Yeah.
And like están unos señores ya mayores blancos, y estas están like we're talking loud. But they start like at a good level, like and then it just for a reason and then for some reason mid food it gets like high, like
we're at the club, like we're over there like, oh my God, did you
yes, and then I'm like,
No, guys.
But
And
we
it's
get
because
hype or we curse.
No,
you guys know me.
Yo,
I'm
pues
the
yo soy
cursing.
bien, fíjate que soy bien dispestada, pero for some reason there, and I turn around y están los viejitos like literally, like looking at us.
No, it's because we
like
talk about
this.
the most inappropriate
No.
things ever.
Not just that,
Like,
not
oh
just
my God,
that,
I just got on my
but-
period. Like, oh my God.
No, not just that, pero son gente blanca y nosotros pues obviamente no somos blancas.
Yeah.
Y luego llevo a Max, que es mi bebé, y luego llevo a Mia. So
You're
you know,
Also a baby.
who's also a baby, and then
Which are twins but not twins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like cousin twins. Anyways, and so then I feel like they're like, ay, vienen estas mexicanas
baby
con todos
mamas,
los babies,
yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like, ya allí, ya siento que a big ass spotlight on us.
But I feel that's just us being so conscious.
No.
You think?
No. I
Yeah,
swear
like-
to God, they all turn around and look.
But if you really think
But
about
I
it, when you see a group of women enter with a bunch of kids, you're already like, fuck my breakfast. Like,
It's gonna get real
It's gonna get loud and cry babies.
You know
blah,
what?
blah, blah.
I've never been that type of person to be like, it's gonna be a horrible.
Oh no,
dinner.
fíjate,
I've never
me
been like that.
neither, but I feel like that's what we feel.
I feel like the stereotype. I
Yes.
feel like
Yeah.
that's what I...
And like, so it
I'm in
gets up
between.
here, and I'm turning around, y están los viejitos mirándonos like, estas hijas de su...
No, es que sabes
Es
si nos
que-
estaban mirando feo. Hasta
For
Jessica
real?
was
Hasta I
like,
was like-
why you guys gotta look at us like that? Like,
Yeah, and you know, I don't say nothing. And I was just like staring back, looking at them like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Y luego, pues ya, vamos a pagar y estas todavía se ponen a hablar con los del Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, because those are our
Y
people.
digo,
I
ay,
love
no
them
manches.
So much.
So
shout out
I
to
voy,
Chris.
y ya estoy allí yo esperándolas afuera, like, I walk out and I'm like,
Jessica does not have it with us. She's like, all right, I'll see you guys at the car.
so I just, either they keep a kid or I take one kid.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting. I'm like, oh
When
my
I went
gosh,
with you guys, I
todavía
think I
estoy-
went twice with you guys.
Twice?
I think so.
Yes.
And I didn't notice that. Unless que yo también, I don't notice when I get loud. Like people have to
I
tell me
noticed
like
it starts with Joanna.
I'm a
Joanna
very
can
loud
get
person.
loud.
Oh my god, and I'm
yeah.
very
Me too.
how you say, like, I'm not conscious about the people around
Yeah,
me.
me
I'm
neither.
very
Or what
like,
I
I'm a
say.
very free spirit.
But
like
when
whatever,
la
like,
plática está buena, I don't. I tend
Yeah.
to not
You
like,
don't-
look around and
Yeah,
stuff.
No, yeah.
But then it's kind of like, I don't know who commented, but I'm not even gonna say it. No. I think I saw it on another podcast. Okay. So when like you come back to reality
uh-huh.
and then you look, because when you're
Yeah.
in a plática and it's good, you feel like in a bubble.
yeah,
Just like here.
yeah.
Let me say something. On the last episode, I forgot for a second that we were recording.
Oh
and
my
yo
God.
estaba acá
Yes.
platicando
Oh
like,
my God.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I
I
was so
feel like-
quiet because
Yeah.
I was listening to this people, like, you guys just
And it happens to us between podcasts.
Yeah. Y'all should see us when
I
we're
couldn't say podcast.
y'all should
But
see us
yeah.
when we're trying to set up.
Yes,
We're
and
cracking
we're not
up,
recording.
saying jokes.
We are just we're talking for like a good 30 minutes. I'm like, we're not
30,
even
almost
recording.
an hour.
And we're not even recording.
I'm
I
like,
was
we should be recording this.
Yes,
This is good.
yes. But it gets like that, and like you feel like you're in a little bubble. Like we started recording at 4 or 6 o'clock.
For real.
Yeah.
Ya casi las 7, güey.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
like-
it just grows like that. And así, like cuando está bien bueno, like I don't tend to look around ni nada. But cuando like I kind of come up for air, you know, kind of like
Yeah.
como que you snap into it,
Yep.
and then volteas y es cuando me doy cuenta.
The
Que
white
maybe
folks
we're
are over
too
there
loud.
like, look at those Mexicans.
Exactly.
No, but let me tell you a good example of when I lost track of time. I was
Of
just
it.
thinking about this. So one time, I was working a full day shift at my old job, and that's like a food place. So there's people coming in and out.
Yeah.
But someone didn't come in for their shift, and I was team manager, so they were like, "You have to stay, or you have to stay."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, "Fine, like I'll stay as long as I get a 2-hour break." Well, fíjate, they were like, "No, you can have only 1 hour." Well, I guess my mentality was so thought that I was like, "I'm on a 2-hour break." Was given the 2-hour break, and I went out to eat. I told my friend, "Come pick me up." We still went to go do a little miscellaneous things. If you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
A little, but but still, like I took all that time, and like people were texting me. My phone. You know how I am
Oh,
with my
yeah.
phone. You cannot catch me texting, calling
That's
me.
so annoying.
Yes, I'm so
Like
bad.
literalmente que me puedo estar muriendo y
And
yo
she
no
wouldn't know.
aparece.
Because she's just enjoying her
Either
time. She's
she'll
not gonna be on
come
her
back,
phone.
I'm
like
not on my
2
phone.
hours later or a whole day after.
Literally, it's that bad. Like I literally will be like, Karina would be like, "Oh, have you seen what?" I'm like, "Oh, I even forgot we had a group message. Oh my god, let me see." And like, I'm a day late. I'm already like, "Oh my god, I already missed so much." But that was happening. Literally, they were calling me, texting me. I get they're still like so chill about it. I'm like, "Oh my god, guys, I'm not ready to go back into the ship." They're already like, "Oh my god, we called you. We need tortillas. We need this." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And
it was
of course,
apart.
like, yep, it was all falling apart right then and there. And then imagine you're still in that mindset of a break, so you have to like get back into work. You want to be like, okay. And your team manager, so even more, you have to be like on top of everyone, make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to. And, oh my god! But I had never lost track of time that bad. Well, it wasn't even lost track of time because I still thought I was on a 2-hour break. I still think I was good.
You just, I think, se te entró por un oído y se te salió por eso. You're like, okay, 2 hours.
2 hours. I think I heard 2 hours.
You said 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours.
You didn't even turn around to make sure.
No, because I had asked, but I guess because I just wanted those 2 hours to myself so bad. I was like,
she was being a boss lady.
Yeah, I was being a boss lady. I was like, I'm team manager.
I need privileges.
Yeah, I need some privileges up in here.
But your job was crazy. They wanted you to work from daylight till day.
Yeah, and the hours were crazy. Like you would, if you were for an afternoon shift, you would be there from like 3:30 to like 12, maybe if you were cleaning.
Yeah, it's just like crazy. I'm like, Joanna working.
And like, I missed so many parties.
And she's so nice that they'll be like, "Oh, this person didn't show up. Can you come?" Yes.
Ay, mira aquella. It's too nice. You are too nice too.
Exactly. Yes, you are too, sister.
I know, because at least you had breaks. I didn't have a lunch
Not even
break.
a lunch break. Yeah, that's crazy to me.
I feel like they always unappreciate. No, not unappreciate. No, they always take advantage of the Hispanics. Why? Because we're like
hard workers.
Yeah, and maybe it's every race out there.
But like, we can only speak for us,
for
the
us,
Latinos.
we're the Hispanics. Porque pues that's what we see the most. Like we have that mentality. Like we're gonna work hard and we're gonna work hard for our money. Like
and I feel like that a lot because I feel like most of the women that I would work with were Mexican, and when I say like they went above and beyond their work, it was crazy. Like I'm always like, dang, you're working way too hard for what you're being paid. Like I wouldn't work that hard. Like you got me messed up.
In like
y lo malo que es los hispanos que te quieren trabajar como
your
tu hispana.
own folks.
Your own raza,
people.
They'd be like, "Oh, you want to stay another hour? Okay, yeah, even better for me."
Jesse, what you were gonna say at your own job?
They did. They also took advantage of me, girl. And I was like, I was working at a geriatrics office, so with old folks, and like I'm very nice. Like I get touched by the old folks, like I connect with them.
Stories.
Yeah, a lot of sad stories. It makes you depressed. When I would go home depressed, and I was like, no, I don't want it.
See, that's why I can't do that line of work. I can't do that.
No, and it came to the point where because I was so attentive with them. They always asked for me. Oh, Jasenia, And I was like, oh, damn. And like there was days where they would take advantage of me because it was either just me and the doctor. Like just us working, and I had to run everything else: be NMA, a referral coordinator, a receptionist.
But they were just paying you for that one.
Role of,
Yes.
But and then I was just like, no, this is not enough. And then when I did ask for a raise, oh no, like it was all todos estos peros que te ponen, like oh no, you first have to learn this. Oh, you want me to learn that too? Like no.
Like unless I have a raise in my hand, maybe I'll think about learning that.
And I had a lot of coworkers that were like, oh my god, you're doing too much, like say something.
I
would hold back. I was still stuck in that mentality where like no,
I'm sorry, but I learned that a lot in my old job. You have to be the person to be like, you're fortunate to have me. It's not the other way around.
And I feel like Karina does that. We always have conversation. I'm like, no, because she's like, oh, I'm gonna say that I need this. No, Karina, don't go and asking like because you need it, because you deserve it.
Yes. That is so true.
And I always tell her, but she's always like, I don't know if she's shy.
I guess that's the stupidest thing I could ever be shy about. But I am, especially
De todo, en
I
eso tú
know,
eres.
right?
Go
Qué
for it.
pendeja.
and I'd be like, no, tell them I do this, and this. This is why
Yeah.
I deserve a raise. Not,
I
it's because
need
I
a
have a
raise.
problem and I
Yeah,
need
and
a
I
raise.
used to make excuses. I used to tell my
Yeah.
boss like, "Oh no, like I'm being offered another job," or "Oh, I'm gonna quit." And even then, that's when they would give me my raise. When I would be when I would
get
threaten-
raised, but then they would want you to work extra hard because
No,
they
and
gave
then
you
if
a
we had
raise.
that day where I was like, "Hey, like I need a raise. I'm thinking about leaving. Actually, like I need more
Yeah.
money." Okay, yeah, I'll work on it. 50 fucking cents.
¿Qué vas a hacer con pinches 50
cents? I was
centavos?
like, this man. I still stayed. And then, my last straw was like when they were like putting overtime, which I wasn't getting paid for overtime, which I was so mad about. And yeah, so that was my last straw. I was like, look, I'm not being paid for overtime. I'm like done, like,
Well,
and that's when he was like, okay, your team, and then he gave me a team manager position. Oh, now you're winning $13.50. Okay, not like that's when they started
but
taking
they
it
wanted
seriously.
you to be a team whatever
Manager,
yeah.
exactly.
So they
more responsibility, more things on
more
you,
work.
and more work. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But-
like mira, yo diciendo acá, I tell Karina, y yo I don't take my own advice.
yeah, you don't. You don't
All
preach
like
what
that.
you no. You don't practice what you preach.
Yeah, no, porque
Let me-
también I would get shy. Ay, no, es que but I'm like, damn, y eso que no me pagaban commission.
Yeah.
Which it was like, I heard it's a big thing and when you work in
And your brother
in
like,
a cell
what
phone.
commission?
Yeah, I'm like, I would tell the representative, hey, I don't get paid. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to your boss about that. I'm gonna talk to your boss. I never
You never
first
saw it
saw
coming.
commission, and I did everything for them. Like literally, they would have me working like one whole day by myself. And Sundays, which was the busiest day, porque llegan los borrachos que perdieron los teléfonos. Llegan que andan,
That's
like,
me. I'm like,
you know, people after church to
dropping
pay
in.
their bills.
Yes,
Like
that
it
has
would
happened
get
to me.
hectic as hell.
Alrighty. So let's take it back to something interesting about
What?
Joanna. Talking about we were trying to come up topics of like, like something juicy but not juicy.
Okay, so because I was thinking about this, I was like, I cannot believe this happened to me. Like I was in a really rough situation. So I was talking to Yesika and Yesi and Karina here, and I was telling them like in middle school how like two of my very good friends, like they were really close to me. Like I cannot live without these two people, literally. And
I'm like,
no, in middle
¿quién?
school, like it was. See how I'm
I'm
rallying it up. I'm
I'm
getting
like, write it on a piece of paper. ¿Quién?
no, I can't say names, but they were really good friends of mine, and like I don't know what they got to a fight about. Like it was a big argument.
But were they friends or they were just your friends in common?
They were friends because they were friends of mine. Like they were my friend.
Okay,
You
okay.
get
So,
it?
they were not like
no, they were more like
together.
acquaintances. Like I said, oh, like you were in a group. Oh, hi, how are you? Da, da,
Yeah,
da,
yeah,
da.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they were just together because of you, basically.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
The
yeah.
glue.
Yes, the glue. So then, like you're in the middle of like their argument, or whatever. But I didn't think it was that serious. So one day, like I invite them both to eat lunch with me. I'm like, hey guys, my little peacemaker, like, come on guys, come eat lunch with me. Well, yeah, like, oh my god, it was the worst decision ever. Like, I don't know why I would do that. So we go to lunch, and first I'm sitting with my first friend here, which was like the friend that like I've had since kindergarten. So I was sitting with her first, and then I was waiting for the third girl to come so we can all go get lunch together. She does, and then the girl that was originally sitting with me, she's like, "You're in my chair." But like, yeah, but like, like the girl's just like, but you weren't sitting here.
Yeah.
She's like, no, but I always sit here. Like, I always sit there.
No.
So she's like, you're in my spot. Well, the girl's like, I'm not getting up. Like, my friend,
This was during lunch.
yes.
Oh,
And
God.
like, I'm just I'm just sitting there like, oh my, and
Con
I'm
los
like,
ojotes
yeah,
todos
con los
pelones.
ojotes todos pelotes. I'm like, damn. No, so like, I'm like, wait, when the
this is
situation
weird.
starts escalating, like when she's like, I'm gonna make you get up, like, get up.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's when I'm like, oh no. I'm like, guys, like there's another chair right over here. Like, don't fight
Ya me
over.
imagino.
Towards the end,
Pero,
she was to be like,
pero no, pero creo que like allí like por
there was
tus
already
huevos.
tension. Yeah, and
Like you want to be right. You're not gonna either. One's not gonna get up por sus huevos. Like she's already like
her pride is already like,
Ándale, that's the correct word. The pride.
That pride was big.
And nobody was gonna leave
They
up
didn't
that
give a
chair.
crap.
and the other girl, pues, porque she wanted to sit there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they're going back and forth. They're like, no, get
my
up. No, you
God.
get up. No, I'm going to get up. So then the other girl's like, fine, I'm going. So she goes to our favorite teacher. Like, this was a college teacher that she, like, helped us, like, you know, basically.
Your
like,
favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher ever.
Okay.
But she went to her and, like, they spoke about it. Well, fíjate that when we get to fifth period, my best friend, the one that I was originally sitting with, she's like, they called me up to the portable. I have to go speak with the teacher and the girl, that she went to go tell on
Oh
her.
my God.
So there they go. At the like after fifth period, they go or whatever. Seventh period comes around. She's like, no, I'm gonna fight her. And I was like, but why? I thought you guys just spoke. She's like, no, but after we she acted like it was all fine, but when we left there, she said she wanted to fight me.
What?
Yes. So then, but do you get what I'm saying? Like the one that went to go tell was the same one instigating the thing all over. So it's like, why would you tell the teacher
if you're still gonna fight
like,
about it?
In her mind, she had already like
decided.
Like, squashed the thing. They were, it's gonna be cool. But then when they left,
it was
that
like,
same girl was like, oh, I'm still gonna fight.
I'm still gonna fight you over
then
the chair. It was still over the chair though.
Oh, mames.
I did not know that.
For you,
yes,
high
okay,
school, right?
no, middle school.
Middle school. Oh, pues claro.
Me and Jessica have a lot of middle school.
I can't wait. You guys, we should have one just for middle school. But literally these like, and then sure enough, I'm getting on my bus and they're like, the two girls, they're like huddled up, like ready to go at it, and like one of them is calling my name.
On the bus?
No, like outside of the buses. But one of them is calling my name. The other one is calling my name.
Oh my God, that has happened to me too.
So they both wanted me to be like at like
on their side.
I was in the middle.
I don't know, but like you know, I felt so bad because.
Did you go to either of them?
Fuck no, I went on my bus.
Yup. Same as me.
On my bus.
Sorry guys, I gotta
I'm
go
sorry,
home.
but yeah, I have to go home. I'm not gonna miss my bus because you guys are fighting, and I'm not gonna take a side either.
Yeah. I think that was the best thing you can do.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. I like I said, one of them was my best friend since kindergarten, and then the other one, like, she was just like, I hung out with, I just met her, and like, but then again, like, I would spend more time with that girl.
I would have went with the one that you knew the longest.
Right? But then again, I spent more time with the one, like, we would spend time out of school. She was always at my house. We tried out for volleyball together, like,
okay,
you know,
yeah,
so
but I feel like that,
hard.
like, not picking a side was the best thing to be.
But at the end of the day, I still felt like a bad friend towards both of them, because
let me tell you, if Yesenia and my other friend that was in middle school, I would take Yesenia's side too. I don't care if Yesenia tripped her, if she was punching her in the face first, I would always take Yesenia's side.
Because I was your homie.
But that's what I'm saying. I felt at the end of the day, I felt like a bad friend because I just could have diluted the situation like a lot more and just been like, no, guy, like a kumbaya. This shit.
But I feel like,
you know, like
girls tend to be messy sometimes, especially in middle school.
Oh,
Come on.
Yes. But can I just say that the realer friend it ended up being the one that, you know, that I had just met that year.
That was
that was so, like, at the end of the day, like, I was like, okay, well, either
good thing
way,
you didn't take sides.
Yeah, I didn't take sides because either
it
way,
worked out.
Yeah, the other one wasn't real.
Okay.
So.
That's sad though.
That is sad because you know I feel like losing a friend hurts worse than losing a fucking relationship. Like
that is true.
Of course.
Like
and like I tell this to my daughter because my daughter's already in high school and she's like, I don't have any friends and blah blah blah. I'm like, don't let that stop you because let me tell you, I don't have friends. I have family.
Exactly.
Like I have, like, literally, I don't have any friends. I have one. I can count them in one hand. And they're friends, but it's not like friends like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna enjoy something of my life because they're not with me, kind of thing, you know. But I tell her all the time, like, you have one best friend and you try to keep it.
Yeah,
but don't go around be like, oh, it's because I don't have any friends.
Don't just make friends just to have
my whole high school, it was the same. Yo no tenía friends. But I started meeting, and her the same. I feel like every year she meets new people.
Exactly.
She has those friends for that type of that
year,
that year in that part of her life. You know,
exactly.
Just like I had friends in that type
part of your life.
Oh wait. Sorry. Before we forget and before we lose time, I want to talk about middle school and something that happened to Yesenia because I do not want to forget this story.
Say it.
I do not want to miss this story. I want this story like
A ver,
que se
¿cuál?
quede en el podcast, because I know we're
She
like,
want to put me out.
Try
A ver.
jump blast.
girl,
Go ahead.
I
wanna
know
hear
the
now.
podcast. I need to have this story out there. It is hilarious, and I almost forgot about it.
I can't believe you do. A ver, ¿qué?
Go.
Okay, go Yesenia.
What?
Go tell us the story.
I don't even know.
I want to know from your perspective.
I'm like,
From my perspective.
I'll start it off. We were in middle school, and all
Dun,
our
dun,
friends,
dun.
we took chorus because
Our lazy butts didn't want to go to PE.
Mm.
So then, tell us what happened in chorus. Was this
I
sixth
don't
grade or seventh grade?
I
I
don't
think it
even
was
remember.
sixth grade.
I'm trying to remember which one.
Which story?
Which story?
The one that I told you before we started the podcast.
Ah, weren't we in Miss Torres' class?
No. This we were in PE. No. No, we were in chorus.
Chorus.
We were in
Okay.
chorus.
Well, it was. I was a choir girl in middle school, but when
We
you
were
took
the
me,
chorus geeks.
yeah, we were the chorus.
In all
geeks.
3 years, I bet that's true.
Yeah.
For real, we did
were.
3 years.
We took being our chorus stuff all the way through.
yeah,
Y'all stuck
sixth
with
to
it.
eighth grade. Anyway, so we were,
We were
like, I was-
winding down. Like we were
Yeah.
about to leave the class, so we were already
For real.
Like
getting our
ready,
stuff
getting ready to
together.
go to the next period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. So like, we had a group of friends.
and we were all huddled up.
We were all huddled up. And this friend of mine, like, we were friends, but I feel like she probably didn't like me.
You
She had,
think?
I felt like maybe she had something, right? But I always felt like that.
Like
but
she was friend by default, like because you were friends with the people she was friends
I don't
with.
know, like,
No,
no.
we were friends,
We were
friends.
friends. But
But it
like, I
was
felt like
just-
It was
some-
on like that little friend of me vibe, you know? Like you're my friend, but
I don't
like
know.
we're not friends.
No, it was like
No.
more like, I feel like there was things like she didn't, I don't want to say jealous. I just felt weird, right? There was a weird vibe.
It's just
But they
that
do be them friends, though. I'm
I
just
feel
saying,
like
but
she
it does-
wanted. She kind of wanted
The attention that Yessie had.
by one boy, maybe.
Ew.
It was jealousy. But it probably
No,
was
but it was-
jealousy.
I
But because
don't know
of
what
that
it was.
boy.
Okay, so
Pero yo
She
ya,
had a little
yo ya
something,
sabía.
yeah.
Yo ya sabía
No, no,
something
no.
was going on.
do you want to say how we met her first?
No. I'm
Okay,
like-
so this is how we met her.
Uh-huh.
We were in Miss Torres class, Esau class.
We were in Esau.
Shout out to
Shout out to Miss
Torres.
Torres, the best teacher in the world. Miss Torres, you listen to this? Hit me up.
We giving out your info
Send me
on
an
here.
email on ready or not Latinas at gmail.com. So she was very gangster, like gangster. Like, come
The
on,
girl,
we
the
want to be
teacher?
gangsters.
The teacher
We
or
were-
the girl?
The girl.
Jonah's like, what?
The girl.
Oh,
she
girl.
was very like full face of makeup.
Chola
Yeah,
vibes.
really chola vibe. Like
Yeah.
really chola.
And
we were
she would give us
wannabes.
this history of de California porque ella venía de California.
No. Before we met her.
Oh, sorry.
Like yeah, but she was very like that. A full face of makeup.
miraba.
And come on, nosotros no usábamos makeup.
Yeah, you were
No.
like, damn, she looks tight.
And she looked very like mean face kind of thing.
Yeah, like tough.
Like
yeah.
me
So
mugging.
me and Jasenia, we were in this together, hold hands. We
Vibing.
were like, this
Besties.
is exactly. So we were wannabe because, we wear loose clothes here and there. We thought.
Yeah, we thought.
So
We thought.
then there was this Puerto Rican girl, and one time she said fish, and obviously pescado for us is pescado. Well, she said pecado. So we were freaking laughing so hard, and so that's why we vibed around.
Yeah.
Like that's why we started talking to her. We're like,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh my god, you're so cool. When we thought you were gonna be a bitch.
Like, they
And,
wasn't
like,
like, you're
yeah.
a homegirl now.
Yeah, so she became very close, and like Jasenia said, she always gave us this California vibe, like California stories, and she was so gangster.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's so cool.
You're like, dang.
You know,
Yeah.
like, what
Can I be your friend?
Yeah.
Not really. Like we just
No, we just
became
vibed.
naturally.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like it came out naturally.
I was gonna say probably because like when you're like, damn, like you know, like her style just intrigued you, and like how
Yeah.
she was
Like,
like,
I was
familiar. It was something familiar.
Yeah, and I already liked that style in C.
Mm-hmm.
So when I thought it was cool, but she had a bitch rest
Yeah.
face. Como esas personas que
Sí.
tienen la cara bien
Me
like,
mugging face.
ajá, for no reason. Like, y
Pero
como
sí
te
era la pobre.
Like,
I mean,
tenía,
I
like,
guess. I don't know. I
como
still don't know
que-
to the day if it was. I'm sorry. Es que Jessica had a different relationship with her. Like, we did vibed, right? But I always felt like me and her. I don't know, like me with her, like something. It was porque yo soy el tipo de persona.
You
Like
can- you know a vibe.
if I can sense that you lying, like that shit ain't, that is
I don't
not
like
possible. Like I'ma test you on. I'ma test you on it.
Oh yes, I remember.
test
Now
you
that
on
she's
it.
telling it like
Yeah.
that, yeah, okay.
Let's
Yes.
hear
I
some
love-
of
I'm
we
sorry,
could
but I
tell.
love people that like taking
We
photos.
could
of me.
tell her stories were a little made up. Like you
Uh-huh.
can tell.
She'd
Yeah.
be like, I was on the West
Y
Khalifa
acá-
side.
Yes,
For real, like
Ella
something
se-
like that.
Ajá, ella se daba la muy chola, like a chola, like.
Yeah.
And girl, the stories that I remember now and what I know now,
She was
I'm
like, I was getting shot up. I shot 2 guys on the
yeah,
street.
something like that,
Yes,
something
yes.
like that.
Y Jessica era, they were like, oh man, really?
Yeah.
Like she was so nice. She didn't never wanted to say like, oh
Like,
yeah,
question-
like, bitch,
you
you're
questioned
lying.
it. Yeah. And me, I was like,
Yesenia was like,
I
why the fuck you lying?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So okay, so now that's how I was, right?
Yeah.
Like Jessica would go along with it. She knew, but she would go along with it. Me, not so much. I
So you
would
would
question
question
it.
her about it.
I would
Yeah,
question
yeah.
it, and I think she didn't like that. She didn't like that I questioned her
Yeah, like
story.
whether
everybody
her
else.
was real or
Yeah.
not.
So me and her always had that little thing. It was not big of a deal, but
Like,
like she never
it
she never
wasn't like-
confronted me either.
It was
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
tension, like a little, like,
Yeah, like a little tension.
Yeah, but the
Like, what do you wanna know?
A sidetrack. But the funny part is, I saw her at the grocery store.
she did not talk to me. She kind of didn't know me. Yesenia saw her in the grocery store. They gave each other's social medias, and I'm like,
like, bitch, I was closer to you than
not even closer. I just like,
They
me hacía
talk
más
more.
pendeja por ti, para que no te sintieras.
Ah,
And I
I was
still-
still
No me
there,
hablaste,
hyping you up.
Yeah.
Exactly, but I'm like, I'm
And
not mad at it porque no éramos.
Yeah,
like,
it
no es
was not
como
a big
que,
deal.
"Ay,
Like,
not a big
me morí
deal.
porque no me conoces",
But maybe
pero
you were just, you know, she couldn't recognize you. Maybe she didn't
Nah.
recognize you.
we
my
ain't
kindergarten teacher recognized me.
for
That is
real.
true. The other day, even the other day-
okay, back to
So
story, back
okay,
to story.
so we were in chorus.
Oh my God.
Y por lo mismo that I always questioned this. I always questioned. Okay, so we were like chilling and everything.
She
Y
was
yo,
sitting down. Me
she
and
was
Yesenia
sitting-
were standing up.
yeah, she was sitting down and I was standing up.
That was her mistake right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Y yo ya había visto algo aquí en su cabecita, right? She wore braid, like no braids,
No, like tight,
like cornrows.
No, it wasn't. No, it was like tight.
If you know, like the
Chonguitos.
chonguitos, if you know the little Mexican moms that be giving their daughters little chonguitos so
they were
pegados
so
al
tight.
coco,
They were
yeah,
hecka
like,
tight.
Yeah, so she had that. Okay, so in between it, I saw something going, and I'm like. Y volteaba, like I would look away and then I would come back
But
and it was
we
still
all
there.
saw him.
I think, yeah, everybody saw it because Jessica saw
Everybody
it too.
saw it.
And I was like, nobody's saying anything.
Jessica's like, I see it. Crazy.
Yeah, I was like, nobody's saying anything. And I was like, fuck. Y
And
me
luego se le
molestaba.
vino bien al frente.
Aquí, like,
En el
Casi en
frente
la-
de la cabeza.
Oh,
en la
Casi
forehead.
en la forehead. Like
Yeah.
literally, it was hanging by like the thinnest hair.
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
god.
Yes. So me,
I couldn't believe when Yesenia did
me,
this.
I go in and I went to her forehead
She actually picked it out.
and I picked the piojo. It was a piojo, dude.
It was a
It's a
piojo.
piojo. You picked
It was a
piojo
piojo.
out.
So I
Like,
grabbed the
un
piojo.
burrote, like it
Gran-
was
It
big.
was like thickest thing
It was
ever.
big. So I grabbed that shit.
Oh.
And I was like, oh
no,
my
no, no.
God.
And you're like, here,
Yeah.
here. And she was
Oh,
kind of
God.
like hesitant because I'm pretty sure she
She
knew there was a
she knew what the
piojo.
fuck
Yeah.
was going
And
on.
so she stands on her hand, and
She extends her
Yesenia,
hands out.
and
Yeah.
Yesenia puts it on her hand.
Oh god, in
And
front
she's
of
like,
everybody?
Yeah.
Yes, in front of the whole
Literally,
crew.
bro, I kid you not. It got so quiet between us.
The silence was loud.
Yes.
So
And
then what'd you tell
Yesenia was
her?
like, here.
And then she's like, "Oh my god, what is that?"
Exactly. She made like a hole.
Did you tell her
Yeah.
cousin? Did you?
She
did
made
you
it a
say?
big-
Did you
Yes,
say
I was
what it
like,
was?
yeah,
yes,
it's a piojo.
It's a piojo. I'm like, it's a piojo. She's like, oh my god. I'm like, kill it. I was not about to kill her
And she
fucking
was like,
piojo.
she kept looking at her hand like
No.
It was
Yesenia had
impossible.
just put a rat on it, or
Yeah,
you know,
what did she say when she told her to kill it, Yessie?
she was like, "How do you kill it?" I was like, "Is this girl serious?"
And I don't know if at that point, did I kill it?
No, she killed it.
right?
She knew what the heck she was doing.
Yeah, she killed it.
Like, girl, I would not kill someone else's pure.
I was not
go
about
like
it.
this, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to tell my mom to check me." Like what that? Like literally, like
She made it a bigger deal than what it was supposed
exactly.
to. Instead of
I
just
think
being like,
she could have been like, "Oh my god, and
guys,
killed
so
it."
embarrassing.
Like, so
Damn,
embarrassing.
guys.
How do you
like,
come
yeah.
back from that? That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say. Like,
like, oh my god.
right
that's
after that,
so-
como que she lost, like
Yeah.
she didn't talk to me the same way ever again. And a lot of things happened that right after that situation,
Like it
I
just
feel like she was
snowballed.
coming after me, like doing
Yeah.
things to come after me.
Like she wanted
Not
to expose
literally.
you, like the way you made her feel, kind of.
Yeah, like
I think
not
so.
literally, but I felt like she was like, if I can do something to get you back, I'm gonna get you
Yeah.
I
back.
have a
Yeah.
vendetta
Like
against
that.
you now.
like a secret, like I'm gonna be a friend in your face,
Yeah.
but like kind of like do little
Backstab you.
things.
Yeah.
Oh my
behind your back.
god, that means she was butthurt.
Like-
she
like
never forgot
I feel
it.
like she would
She
make
probably still
little
remembers that.
situations, like lie about little situations to hate
Like
you
one-
on Yesenia.
Yeah,
Like
But-
to make her mad, but
Yeah.
it takes a lot for her to like,
to get mad.
yeah.
I'd be like, all right.
And I think that made her more mad.
Yeah, because I would yo estaba bien, yo siempre he sido así, like say whatever you want, I'll hold it in, and I know when I'm gonna explode, like, and you don't know when it's coming, and it's
You're
gonna
like,
get
I'm waiting
you.
just for the
But
right
bro-
opportunity.
And in the meantime, I'm taking notes.
Ooh.
Getting ready, preparing herself.
No, I'm telling you, I cannot let this story go unheard. It is so freaking funny. Every time
One
I
of many.
remember, man, I just
One of many.
wanna. We need to have a middle school episode.
For real.
We need to. Oh my
middle
god.
school stories.
Man,
Yeah.
middle school.
Let me tell
it
you,
was
it
the
was
best
a
time
lot
of
of
my
drama, but it was the best
The best time of my life.
Yeah.
I could say.
Let me tell you, que I used to love going to middle school. I mean, I never wanted to miss a day.
I mean,
yes,
yo iba
it
por
was-
los I would go for the boys, bro.
I would go for my outfits just to see. I wanted to
Nah.
try on.
I was a little crazy at little 13
No,
year
me and
old.
my friends.
No.
I really enjoyed.
Yeah, me with my friends in school.
I could say my friends too.
And
but
you know what? I
the boys.
enjoyed it the most because that's when I was like the smartest. Like I started picking up understanding more.
Yeah.
And I started getting some good ass grades. I was like,
I know,
oh,
Jessie was always a straight A student.
yeah.
Pero yo, I became pregnant.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
huh.
But I mean, my
And-
last year. But
nice.
still, like, I
But
feel
still,
like,
you're still middle
Let
school.
me tell you, that broke my heart. When
When I got pregnant?
when yes, you know why? Because she had to leave the school. She had to go
yeah.
to
Oh
a
yeah,
special
and
school.
then everybody just treated her so
But fíjate, I didn't
Differently.
move the school until high school.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted to kick me out mid-year, but I was like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
but because I didn't look pregnant.
Yeah.
They were like, somebody can push you, and we don't have the
But how did they
insurance for
find
that.
out you were pregnant?
The teacher.
Miss Torres.
Torres.
Shout out to Miss Torres.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
she's-
just wanted
she
to make
snitched
sure
on you?
that
Yeah.
she just wanted to make sure that I was safe, I guess.
oh hell no.
Damn.
No,
guys,
talk about
oh
that.
my
We
God, I
went
can't
to
even-
Fun Spot, and
I was pregnant.
and she
getting
was
on all the
pregnant.
rides.
At this point, I still didn't knew that she was pregnant. Miss Torres knew that she was pregnant.
No, not yet.
No, tampoco?
She had an
found out,
idea,
like,
probably.
a little bit after we went.
Oh,
to
okay.
Fun Spot.
Well, I was over there forcing Jessica to get on the
No,
ride.
no. We had went to the fair first.
Oh, yeah. We first went to the fair. I made her get on the fucking rides, and she threw up.
1,000 times.
And
But it was the best
It
time
was
of my
the
life.
morning sickness.
throwing and everything.
Yeah, after every ride I would throw up.
But she'll
Because,
get back
I
on.
mean, de por si I'm so like, with motion
Quizzy
sickness.
stom-
You're
Oh,
very
yeah.
quizzy.
Yeah, with motion, like I get car sick real quickly. Like I can't even get on a freaking swing because I get motion
Dang.
sickness. But like every after ride, like she had me going to the drop off, the thingy that
Oh, yeah,
goes
the
off,
drops.
the drop. Like we did every
Crazy
single crazy
rides.
ride.
But your babies
Yeah.
came out okay. They okay. Your babies came out okay. They okay.
Como Joanna, that made him stronger.
That made them
stronger. But yeah, for sure, it's like if that wasn't bad enough and you were fine, then life should just be like a breeze. For real. But yeah, she was a strong little girl. Anyways, but yeah, I got on all kinds of rides and shit, and no, they
Now,
wanted
Miss
to kick
Torres,
me
what
out.
did she say when she found out you were pregnant? After the
She
fun
told you that.
spot?
She's like, why would you get on the rides at Fun Spot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally. And she was like, that's why you've been sick. Because I got a really, really bad cold.
Oh my god.
And like,
but you get sick when you're pregnant, huh?
yeah.
Well, something decent.
Uno, sí.
I think I
Their
do because
immune
with Max, I got
Yeah,
really
you got really
sick. Yeah.
sick.
Before I found out I was
we thought you
pregnant.
had COVID.
I thought I had COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that happened, and I feel like they wanted to kick me out, but I was like, no. Like I'm not going anywhere.
I'm
like
glad
I
you
need to
stood your
finish.
ground.
You know that
I need
school
to
still,
finish
you know that
with-
school still open?
Yeah, my daughter went there.
Your daughter.
Yes.
Yes.
Lupe went to my middle school.
Oh, girl, about to say what? Your daughter did not go to that school. What are you
Yes,
talking
she
about?
did.
I know,
She
but
went
I'm
to
talking
go
about
do
no. That
testing
school
there,
is
right?
still open. Like I seen a girl on my Instagram. She
Still
just
going.
graduated. In the background, it said Beta
yeah,
school.
yeah. But Lupe went to the school. Duh,
Shout out
that's
to
what she went to
Beta.
school with me.
Duh, I know. But I was talking about like
Oh, I
was
thought you were
just-
talking about the middle school. Yeah, my daughter went to my middle school.
Yeah, your daughter went with you to school
And
because
she's
that's what
going
the
to my
school-
high school, which I think is so freaking cool how she's just following my steps.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I actually tried. I think they changed the name of it.
Of who?
Of
The Beta?
school.
No,
Mhm.
they
It's still
didn't.
the same?
It's still
Because
the
I
same.
looked it up and it says it's called something.
This girl graduated. She just graduated this year from that school, and that was the background. I even screenshot it.
Talk
Call because I wanted to donate like things that
Stuff,
was
like,
in
just
my
get back.
baby,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I wanted to donate.
that was a very good school. Dude.
It was because
I
I
tried
went to them. I
going.
didn't quit I didn't quit school.
When the last year when I got pregnant, pero yo ya estaba then. I wanted to go because it was gonna be easier for me. They didn't accept me.
Really, because you were older.
Yeah, I think because I was older.
Because
I was close to 18.
Oh,
Muchas muchachas like
Little
we're talking
girls.
about
Yeah.
we're talking about 12, 13, 14,
Oh my
15.
god.
Yeah, there was a
I can't
12-year-old.
even imagine.
Oh my god.
Like she was barely a 6th grader. Okay, Joanna.
Joanna's
Technical
sleeping on the mic.
difficulties, technical difficulties.
She got too excited.
Yeah.
She got shocked.
I can't imagine what those teachers might think of you guys as parents.
Fíjate que
But I don't think they're not
but
judgmental.
It's such a beautiful feeling. Shout out to Beta Center, bro. Like, yo te juro que no sabía que existía un lugar. Again,
had
shout
a-
out to Miss Torres porque ella fue la que me llevó
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
tour the school, and she helped me like do the whole process.
Sign up
Oh,
and
that's
apply.
nice.
And they would come pick me on the bus, and we're talking
Yeah.
a good 45 to an hour
Let me
from
tell
my
you,
house.
I have a relative that went there. Beside
Really, wow, it's
She
so
went there
beautiful. Like
with her little
I
girls.
swear, they would pick me up on a bus. Si una vez me faltó pañales, formula,
They would give them to
they
you.
would give them to
Yeah.
me. The thing that I loved is that they would not just take. It wasn't just school. You had a social worker, not a social
Yeah.
worker, como la
like a
persona,
counselor.
a counselor, que yo le podía ir a platicar.
De todo.
Por ella, yo me di cuenta de muchas cosas que me pasaban. Like I would
trauma.
be like, traumas that I had. Like,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I didn't
you
even
would
know
tell
I
me
had.
like you would have dreams, but
I
like
would
she
have-
told
I
you
would tell
like it
her,
was
be
your
like,
brain
no,
trying to
it's-
protect you from like
Yeah.
those traumas.
Yeah, and like
They also did
had a
housing.
chance-
They
they
also
do.
did housing
There's
for
girls that
girls.
live there, and like my daughter went to school with me, which was like
I think that's
A
the
blessing.
best.
yes, and we would have like days where we would go to the daycare part of the
To
school.
watch them, right?
Yeah, we would have like a baby day.
Oh,
So
like
you
a
would go in there.
mommy daughter time kind
Yes,
of.
and it
That's so
was
nice.
just so beautiful. Like the whole time I was there, I took photography, which it's such a little school that you wouldn't think that they have those programs. And I'm just like, you would eat lunch with your kid. You would come out from
So pretty much
the
everything interacting with your
yeah,
child.
like you would be
But-
able to
and
be
have
with
class.
and have class. So you would
As
come out of
well.
your thing. You would pick up your kid and go to lunch.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, I don't know. Like now as an adult, I see it the way I had it, and I was like, damn, I had it good.
Yeah,
Because
You
a
did,
lot of
girl, because you
girls-
graduated.
I
Thank
did
you.
graduate.
And you went to
Graduated.
college. Woo, woo, woo.
For real.
First generation
Pero hay
graduate.
muchachas que no saben de eso. No saben
yeah,
que
that is
programas
true.
así, so they quit, they start
Young
working.
girls, yeah.
And then, which, by the way, I really think diplomas and any kind of things like that, I think it's a big accomplishment, but I also think that they're a scam. Because I'm pretty sure you can live by without having a high school diploma.
A lot of people say that you
can become a billionaire without a high school diploma.
Exactly.
Yeah, now we have jobs now that are social media.
Exactly.
That are like, you don't even need
a high school diploma.
Like, I feel like, but I wouldn't tell my kids, don't do it. Don't finish school.
Yeah, no, just do it.
You know, and it's free for now. I mean, we pay taxes and stuff, but it's free. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's an easy access for them to finish compared to Mexico. Mexico, you have to pay for the books,
the school,
the uniforms, everything.
Yeah, definitely.
And the lunch. They don't even give free lunch.
No, and they don't even give you, like, if you need a pencil, well, you better call your mom and tell her to bring you
a pencil. Go to the store and buy your pencil.
I think I had the best of the best. Even though it was not the best, it was the shittiest of the shittiest. But because yo fui a la escuela en México y yo fui a la escuela aquí. Yeah.
You had like the best of both worlds.
Yes. Oh, wow. I loved it. I loved it in Mexico.
School?
What year did you go to Mexico?
I went kindergarten and first grade and almost second, but then we left Mexico.
Oh my God. Wow. I think I'm going to do that to my kids just so they can learn Spanish.
It's totally different. I remember I loved it because I went to school here in I went to pre-K because we used to live in Texas. And I went to school here. I started here. So when I went over there, it was like different because I feel like we were mostly outside. Like we did events outside, like you know, for the parents. And like I didn't feel like it was so hard. And I loved it to the point where my mom could take me lunch or she would give me money y yo me iba a la plaza a comprar mi comida.
It's a little bit more like, puedes como decir más más alegre.
Yeah. No, and you get to grow up a lot
more open.
Yes.
And I feel like you get, like, how do you say, you get more mature in those areas because now you are in charge of your lunch. Now you're in charge of
going to your little store and, you know, with your money, getting your change back.
That's what I'm saying. It gives you that like responsibility.
But at the same time, that's scary. Imagine you're going like down the road to get food and they snatch your ass.
Well, now
it's
but back then I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, back then.
I mean, we're not that old, but like, you know, back in like a good 20 years from.
It was good because we used to live quite far from the school, and I used to ride my bike all the way to the school. Like I remember I would go to pick up my friend, me and both of us, we would ride our bikes to school. But you see,
because in Mexico it's like that. I feel like different. It's such like, oh my God, that's so
beautiful.
Like no, but it's not crazy over there. Like, you know what I mean? Todos se conocen.
Now I'm pretty sure everybody takes their kids to school.
I feel like it's still the same now.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe just because
but I feel like it depends on your parent. Because I feel like aquí, I live really close to my son's school. Like,
Jessica would never.
I would never. No matter if my kid is... My daughter, she's what? 17 now. But when she was like a couple months ago, she was 16. I would take her to the bus stop. And I'm talking the bus stop is like less than 2 minutes steps. Walking. Yeah. I don't know. And then I have to tell myself it's going to be okay. Because then I would let her walk back when she was dropped off. Like, you know, in the afternoon.
I'm like that.
But I was like panicking the whole time. Texting. She would text me when she got on the bus. She would text me when she got off the bus. Girl, I know. Which we're going to have a topic on that. But yeah, like, I wouldn't trust my kid. And yo veo que hay muchos niños chiquitos.
Chiquitito. I'm talking about like 7 years old on their bike. Going to school. When I would drop off Veda here in the mornings, I would see them go to school. Sad. And I'm like, oh my God, who lets them go their bodies?
Well, guys.
Well, we have to wrap it up.
If not, we can talk.
This podcast would be 2 hours long.
Hey guys, if y'all want to support us, and we can do this, we can make these live and long, all you want. We got stories, so
for days,
a lot of stories.
Go in there,
but
$1 is appreciated. $5.
We'll drop our cash app below. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
we don't ask for much.
And as soon as we get 100 subscribers on our listening platforms, definitely gonna see us on YouTube, so you guys can see.
See us talking and not just hear us.
Which I think that's so cool, but I feel like
you're nervous?
Like I thought that this was good, you know?
And then I also have in mind maybe like later on, like handing out like shirts for our listeners.
Oh,
a few
yeah.
listeners.
Sending
like
some
so
shirts
cool.
over.
Raffle
So
a shirt.
don't forget to
Merch.
follow us, like subscribe to us, whatever it is that you have to do.
Rate
Rate our
Rate our
podcast.
podcast.
Thank you guys for listening.
Go watch
to
our
us.
we try to upload some TikTok videos. We're not the best at it, but you know,
Yeah.
we're trying and it's so much fun.
Yes,
And
go check
excuse
us
my
out.
awkwardness.
Check us out on TikTok, you guys. We just uploaded one on Friday, I believe. Yep,
Yeah.
Friday.
Friday.
So
So by the
funny.
time we put this up, it's gonna be long.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
A few weeks out.
So we probably
a
already
week
have
ago-
a couple of TikToks after
Or
that.
you probably already seen it.
Yeah, definitely. Pero no sé, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Let me know if I mess up. Actually, I want to shout out si son subscribers, no?
For listeners.
Listeners. On social media. Be like, thank you for listening, and we'll shout out your social media. For a thank you for us. For ¿cómo se dice? Supporting us.
Supporting us.
And I think that's a good idea, but y'all let
We
me know if y'all don't like it.
if
it's
not, we're
nice.
gonna put you out there either way because we want to thank you.
For
Yeah.
sure. And I think that's a good thank you, you know?
Put a comment on our Instagram or lo que
Yeah.
sea, so that way we know like who you are and you know shout
can
you
shout-
are and
shout you
and you
out.
know say thank you.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So
And
yeah.
then hopefully, you know, we get some topics out there that you guys are interested. We have something in mind
Yep.
coming up, you know, some juicy ones, juicier.
juicier
you
than
know,
what we've gotten.
We try to keep it as juicy as we can.
Yeah, cheating topics, mental health, which I think is very interesting to talk about
For
that.
sure.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah.
Like you know, it's
So
a lot
stay
of good
tuned for those
topics.
episodes coming up. 'Cause they
Yes.
will-
Definitely.
So this was Jessica.
Karina.
Joanna.
And Yessie.
And this is
Ready or Not,
Latinas, here we come.